Hey there, look sharp. Take a shot, then take a seat. LAXRAP's got the snipers. LAXRAP's got the ouch. Don't turn your back or you'll miss it. More fun than Demolition Derby. We'll take you top shelf left, so shake it up, LAXRAP. So welcome back to LAXRATZ LAXWRAP, week 2, ready to rock and roll. We've got Tauli, we've got Chris, we've got tons of video and tons of human interest. Chopper here, and thanks for joining us. What a terrific week all around the southern section for high school boys and girls lacrosse. Want to give a shout out to a number of teams that we've been working with. The first up is Agora. I think they're rated 6th or so in the current polls. And they had a tremendous triple overtime win over Sierra Canyon. Final score of that was 13-12, and that managed to get Agora up to a record of 4-1 to date. We were there, we shot a lot of footage. Also want to give a shout out to Oak Park. They're currently 3-2. Peninsula High School 4-2. Palos Verdes is 4-0, undefeated and in the top 3 in most polls. Culver City coming in at record of 3-2. Crespi is 4-3. Mater Dei is 2-1. Sierra Canyon, after that heartbreak loss to Agora, they are 1-3. The Palisades girls team is 0-1. Palisades boys team is 1-1. And Westlake is 6-0. So it's hard to get you in the studio anymore because you're always so busy. What are you up to this week?
Well, some youth lacrosse games with my leverage teams on Sundays, so I'm always floating around there. I'm going to try to be at all my kids' games, and then hopefully catch up with some of the girls' teams for leverage too, coached by the talented and handsome Coach Tom Borgia of Redondo. And then we got, at Bosco, we got Servite this week, so I'm excited to catch up with those coaches. Great coaching staff. Larry's doing an awesome job there. And then down to Jay Sarah, so pretty busy. All
right, well, good luck with your games. Hey, if you're out at any of these youth events or even at his games and you see the coach, come up and grab him. Who knows, he may shove a camera in your face and get a little bit of footage.
I'd love to, that'd be great.
All right, man, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Tauli, it is so great to have you spending so much time with the girls. I will tell you that the Chief and I, last year went to a game out at Westlake and watched this gal running up and down the field like a maniac, up and down. Shelby Tilton. I understand she's got a future ahead of her, right?
Yes, she does. Senior standout and captain for the Warriors. She is from the East Coast, but staying West Coast after her high school career and going to USC.
I'm Shelby Tilton, and I play at Westlake High School. Well, I'm from the East Coast originally, and lacrosse is huge there, so I played growing up at a super young age, and I started the recruiting process super early. So my freshman year is when I started getting recruited, and I would go on visits, and I would just compare everything back to USC, and kind of had that gut feeling that I wanted to go there. So I stuck with my decision since then. We had a pretty good season last year. We're getting better each season, so just focusing on one game at a time. We've had some changes in our coaching staff over the years. We've adjusted pretty well, and I think we're pretty close as a team, which is super important. The girls are really close, and we all hang out at school, so yeah, just focusing one time. Well, I've always wanted to win LA Championship, and that's definitely our goal. We're going to set our goals pretty high because we want to achieve high goals. So we won't necessarily let ourselves down if we don't get there, but it's better to dream big, I think, so we can accomplish that.
So coach, as always, you've been busy, right? You've been out and about? You caught up with Mike Quinn.
Yeah, I caught up with Mike Quinn, fantastic guy, 2-time All-American at Yale, captain in 2016. Had a chance to interview him at my place, talk a little bit about the culture of Yale, Coach Shea, what he's looking for. I thought it was a great interview.
All right, let's check it out.
Chris Stewart here with my good buddy Mike Quinn. Mike was a 2-time All-American at Yale, starting defenseman, captain in 2016. So with Yale playing Michigan out here, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to learn about Yale lacrosse. So Mike, I'm curious about the Yale culture that Coach Shea created there. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me, Chris. So as Chris mentioned, I was a graduate of 2016, so I started school in 2012, and when I got to campus, we had come off of 2 Ivy League championships, and we were kind of beginning to break through on the national scene in terms of really being kind of well respected, I think. And what I experienced was a kind of growth and evolution of a player-driven culture, which Coach Shea, I think, instituted, and it was in large part driven by some leadership we had during the kind of 2010, 2011 senior classes, particularly guys like Brendan Gibson, and they kind of really drove home a culture of accountability and really dedication and commitment. And I think guys at a certain point got sick of bouncing out in the first round of the NCAA tournament and not really being kind of respected on a year in, year out basis. So as it kind of came to my time on campus, we really tried to continue to grow that culture and really earn respect, as we began to play more national powerhouses.
Nice. So what kind of student athlete was Coach Shea, and still is Coach Shea looking to recruit?
Yeah, so I've heard him speak about it. I can definitely speak to the players I played with, but it really is a blue collar type of mentality, and that doesn't necessarily have to tie with where someone's from, what region of the country, or what school they went to, public, private. I went to Chaminade. I'm from Long Island. I went to private school, and then I did a postgraduate year at the Hotchkiss School, so I went to 2 private schools. But it's really a mentality, a work ethic to never be satisfied. And I think the position that the team is in now, having won a national championship every year, being the stakes are higher, right? And the expectations are different. And I think as alumni, what makes us really proud, actually all alumni are incredibly proud of the success we've had, but particularly 2012 onwards, because we were part of this growth, is that the expectations are different. And when we got to campus, it was, and earlier on in the 2000s, it was kind of make the Ivy tournament. And then, anything beyond that was kind of house money.
Now it's winning national championship.
Exactly.
Like
and now,
the New England Patriots of college lacrosse.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, great stuff, great interview. We are going to move over to another segment for viewers who want to see the balance of that interview. You can check out the entire interview on YouTube. I also want to keep everybody apprised that we have an interview with Logan Solberg of Crespi. That'll be coming up on next week's show.
Tauli, you never stop talking about the weather. You sound like somebody that didn't grow up here, right?
I did not grow up here. I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, but I've been here at the beach for a few years now, absolutely loving it. And hey, you can play lacrosse all season long in the beach community or anywhere with this great weather. Recently, I spoke with junior standout McKinzie Olsen from Palos Verdes and explained her experience training on the sand. Here's what she has to say.
What a view we have. Oh my gosh, McKinzie Olsen, junior at Palos Verdes High School, lacrosse player. You're born and raised in Southern California.
Yep.
This is your backyard, and you get to play lacrosse all season long. What makes it so cool to play at the beach?
I mean, this is our winter, so we have great weather all the time. I mean, playing in the sand is fun. It's a lot different than playing on the field. Go in the ocean after we're playing, and it's a beautiful view. You can see it from campus.
Challenges practicing lacrosse on the sand.
Okay, so when we played beach lax actually on Saturday, the struggle of playing in the sand is it's actually a lot more tiring on your legs. It's a good calf workout, sand's flying in your eyes every now and then, but it's a lot of fun.
Lacrosse, when did you start playing?
I started playing lacrosse. My sister's friend made me start playing in middle school for like 2 weeks, and then I tried out for varsity freshman year, actually made the team, and haven't stopped since.
One favorite thing about playing lacrosse, besides playing on the beach in this beautiful weather?
My favorite thing about lacrosse is just the fast pace. I mean, there's no other sport that's fast. Lacrosse is actually the fastest sport on 2 feet, so can't get that anywhere else.
I'm going to quiz you really quick since we are in Southern California, South Bay specifically.
Okay.
Name some top players that we need to look out for in our area.
Okay. One committed player actually committed to USD is Shelby Tilton, very strong senior, plays at Westlake. Redondo, they got 3 strong midfields. They have Mariana, they have Jordan, and they have Brooke. UC Davis commit, New Hampshire commit, and Mars actually undecided. PV, we lost 12 seniors. We've got a lot of strong underclassmen. But, Westlake also has Kaylee. She's committed to Elon, so there's some good SoCal Lax happening.
You, being a junior, you still have technically 2 more seasons to play. Mm-hmm. Have you thought of maybe colleges or where you'd like to play next?
I mean, I'm looking right now. I'd be happy with staying in California because of this, but East Coast Lax is a lot bigger. We got all the seasons, but still figuring it out.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So, Coach, look, one of the great things about the 3 divisions is we're getting to see some teams that are high up in other divisions.
Correct.
One of those in D2 is Edison, right?
Yeah, they're great. They're a great team.
And you've been chasing them a little bit?
Yeah, they're a great team. I got a chance to talk to head coach Nemes there. Fantastic guy, great coach, a wonderful person. He's the type of guy that I'd want my kid playing for. So check it out. Hey, Chris Stewart here with LAXRATZ. I'm here with one of the true great guys of Southern California lacrosse, Nemes, head coach at Edison High School. Coach, I feel that if you get in the D2 bracket, a lot of people feel you guys can make some noise. Tell me a little bit about your squad this year.
Our squad doesn't want to give up, right? That's what I've learned over a couple games. You know, either we do well, we're not doing so well so far, but in any game, we seem to want to do it. We want to play hard, we want to keep running. You know, we just got some learning we still got to do. We got to figure out the situation and learn how to adapt to it.
I hear you. So young crew then?
Yep, young crew, a crew that there was not many that left over. There was a lot from JV last year, so juniors that were on JV that are now seniors.
Okay.
So they're learning that varsity speed, and it's taking a little bit of time.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Back to you, Chopper.
Well, the LAXRATZ team is staying busy, and let's introduce you to another coach interview.
I'm Krum, head coach of Harvard Westlake's lacrosse team. You know, it sounds cliche, but every season we shoot for the top. We're shooting for the championship. We've came, to the semifinals for the last few years. We're trying to crack it to the final game. But some outlooks for the season. We want to continue the hard-nosed lacrosse that we've been playing. We want to fight for every ground ball. We want to come up with the majority of the ground balls. We feel if we can dominate the ground ball game, we can keep the ball on our offensive stick and away from our defense. Defense is doing great, but we want the ball. Some teams that I'm looking forward to playing, a lot of the teams that we play, almost all the teams that we play, I'm really good friends with all the coaches. So one of my huge parts about lacrosse is the small community that it is and how close of relationships that I have with all the coaches. A few off the top, some Salisbury boys. Modern Day is going to be a fun one. Johnny Rodriguez, Newt Krause, Luke Phipps, and Matt Cannoni. They're doing a good job over there, and that's going to be a fun one versus my Salisbury boys. Loyola is always a good one. Jimmy Burrell is going to have the Loyola boys ready this year. They're always a good squad, and I got a lot of my Santa Monica Dragons youth lacrosse program over at Loyola and within a lot of these schools in LA.
Okay, this is part of the show where we talk about social media, and Tauli, you're in charge.
My favorite thing, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LAXRATZ, and you can always go to our YouTube page. Of course, subscribe, like us, see all of our latest video and our show, and then of course there's our website, laxratz.com.
Show us some love. All right, Tauli, let's take a look at the girls' top 10. Start with number 10. What do you got?
Number 10, St. Margaret's, 1-1 record. Number 9, Santa Margarita, 2-3 record. Coming in at number 8, Modern Day with a 2-3 record as well. These schools were on the preseason top 10, so things are kind of moving around because here's a shocker. Number 7, Palos Verdes with a 3-2 record. They have a few home games this week, so maybe things will change.
You're going to talk a little bit about who beat them, right?
Of course I will.
Okay.
Coming in at number 6, Miracosta Mustangs. They have not lost yet. 3-0 record.
All right, Mustangs, great legacy on the boys' side. Goes way back to the days of Tom Farrell, Eric Krum. Girls' side's coming on strong. Good to see them in the top 10.
Now, the top 5 plays brought to you by our sponsors, Leverage Lacrosse, Stringking, Buku, Spidell, and 360flamingo.com.
All right, Tauli, rarefied air here. Top 5. Where do we start?
Coming in at number 5, Redondo Seahawks. They have a 3-1 record, 2 away games. And coming in at number 4, Aliso Miguel, 4-1 record. Number 3, Westlake Warriors. We talked about that head coach last week. She's really doing work out there on the field and helping those young girls out.
So she's earned her airtime with some results too, right?
Yes.
Good.
2 and number 1. Number 2 and number 1. I'm not too sure where to go here. Foothill.
Okay. You got them at 2 right now?
I do.
Okay.
I do. They're undefeated 4-0. Coming in at number 1 for my opinion, Newberry Park still undefeated 5-0. They beat Palos Verdes earlier this year, the first game.
They didn't just beat Palos Verdes, right? They smoked them.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
They did.
double digits to 1, I think, so something like that. So speaks well for Newberry Park, and they've got a couple of up-and-comers on that team, don't
Yes,
they?
they do. 2 D1 commits and even a D2 commit.
All right, so look, if you're Foothill or you're Newberry and you think you're 1 or 2, you can prove your case. Just send us your video clips. And for in fact, all the schools out there, if you want to get into the top 10, we need to see your clips, right?
they can tweet me at Tauli Ando. We can put it up right here. Send me your footage, and we will post it and share it on our show.
Great. That's the girls' top 10. All right, Coach, time to hit the controversial part.
Yes.
We're going to rate some teams here, all right? Let's go boys' top 10. Give me 10 through 6.
Yeah, I'm going to go again. St. Francis holding strong at number 10. Again, Bowers is doing a great job there. And like I said last week, I think they could win D2 this year. Number 9, I'm going to go with Santa Margarita. They lost a couple games this week. Or actually, should be one game to Newport Harbor. Great team. So I still wouldn't want to see them in the playoffs. They're stacked. And then number 8, I'm going to put Newport Harbor in there, right? Big win against Santa Margarita. Coach Mark Todd's just one of the old school great coaches out here. Does a great job. Always has a very good program. And if you need to buy or sell a home, get Mark Todd.
Plus, we love seeing fresh teams in the top 10, so welcome.
Yeah. Number 7, Corona Del Mar. Just a great team. They got some great games coming up with Foothill, PV, Newport Harbor. They're rivals right down the street. So always a great program.
Yeah, certainly year in, year out, they're always in the top 10.
Number 6, Agora. You know, again, they're 4-1, but they lost to PV. So, you know, it is great.
No crime in
year.
that, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, now for our top 5 teams, and they're brought to you by our sponsors, Spidell Watch, Buku Events, Stringking, Leverage Lacrosse, and 360flamingo.com. Coach, take away the suspense. Who's number 5?
St. Margaret's, young team, just dropped a game to the best team in Nevada, Faith Lutheran, but young, talented team.
And of course, playing a tough early season schedule, which will make them tough as nails at the end of the season.
Exactly.
Okay?
Number 4 is Westlake. They're undefeated. They got a showdown coming up March 25th with PV, so I look forward to that one.
Circle it on your calendars.
Yep.
We may be out there, but you should be there for sure.
Definitely. Number 3 is Foothill. They just beat a very good Agora team. They got Newport Harbor coming up, and they're just a loaded, talented squad.
Okay.
Number 2 is PV. Very good team. They got Loyola coming up March 20th. That should be a showdown. And then number 1, Loyola. Again, playing an extremely hard schedule. They dropped one to St. Ignatius. They're playing Torrey Pines today. But again, as I'm repeating myself, that's going to make them better come playoff time.
Okay, and a shout out about all these top 10 teams. We need your guys' clips. I mean, you know, whatever you can send us to give us background video for your team, top plays, whatever, we're only as good as the clips people send us, so please get them to us. Now it's time for the LAXRAP Top 10 Plays, brought to you by Stringking, Leverage Lacrosse, Buku Events, Spidell, and 360flamingo.com. At number 10, we take you to the Serengeti grass of Peninsula High as St. Francis captain Will Ferguson creeps in from the bush undetected, and he's got the kill before the rest of the safari even sees him. At number 9, PV's Brad Sharp is lurking, and he steals this one clean. Then it's off to the races, and just pick your spot. Sea Kings are the real deal. At number 8, Chaminade's Nico Rabushka with the shot, and the goalie sweeping at it like it's Olympic curling, but to no avail. And number 7, Redondo's Brooke Tukushigi maneuvers, sets her feet, and then unloads this nasty low ball. Filthy. Number 6, this top play is pure teamwork. Redondo's in white this time, and just watch as they work the ball upfield. The passing, the precision, and then it's Sophia Scott with the finishing touches on the tic-tac-toe goal. Now, the top 5 plays brought to you by our sponsors, Leverage Lacrosse, Stringking, Buku, Spidell, and 360flamingo.com. At number 5, Sierra Canyon goalie Jake Pillsbury with the dough boy. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The clean outlet to Bowden Stillmark, who ignores my bad pun, and into range. There's plenty of time and room. The score and the celly. Number 4, here's Sierra Canyon soft. Ben Graham takes the outlet, shows us the burst, and then the dodge for one of his 7 goals. Had to ice his arms after all those shots. Number 3, and it's Redondo's girls one more time. And I'm just going to shut up and let you admire the teamwork. Goalie with the clear. Defense runs it out. Finds the midi. She's going to take it into the attack zone. And then 2 more players forego potential shots to set up this last look. Goalie's got no shot. Number 2, Westlake's Carlson Krull just ravaged Harvard Westlake the other night. The Yale commit scored and celebrated, but this was just the start. He scores this next one with a nifty dodge to the cage, en route to 6 goals and 7 dimes. And this week's top play brought to you by Stringking. Check out the scoreboard. It's 12-all in the third overtime. And this is Agura's number 16, Douglas McCarthy. Misses the first shot, but his patience is rewarded with a second chance, and this time he doesn't miss. The Selly, equal parts ecstasy and relief.
And don't forget, each week the winner of the top play of the week wins a head string kit from Stringking.
That's going to do it for this week's LAXRATZ LAXWRAP. I want to thank all the coaches, all the players, everybody that's submitting film and contributing. Please keep that coming. That's what makes the show robust. I want to thank our producer, Lisa Allen, and our executive producer, Mark Haddad. And this is the Chopper saying thanks for watching.